Hey y'all, I am cooking supper tonight and I'll start and stop and come back on, but I'm fixing some pad thai. It's one of my favorite seasonings and it is so easy to make. But the first thing I'm going to do that I want to show you, I'm making some garlic parmesan, kind of like biscuits into monkey bread. So I'm going to cut that on in the microwave. I don't know. I'm just going to do 30 seconds and be brave. So I'll go ahead while that butter is melting and show you I've got my bump pan here. I've got some cheese shredded and I've already started doing my biscuits. So I just wanted to show you the process of how I got to this point. So I just take the can of biscuits and I cut them in half. And then I just cut them again. You can do quarters, or I kind of do different sizes so they won't all be the same size. So again, just cut your biscuit in half. And this time I'll just do quarters, just do big chunks. Okay, so I've got them in there ready to toss. And let me get a spatula. My butter has already melted. You have probably seen me do this many times, but I melt my butter in the wrapper so it doesn't splatter in the microwave, and I love that tip. I have just learned it a long time ago and I've continued with it. So in my garlic parmesan biscuits, I'm going to put a little bit of our garlic parmesan seasoning. Y'all, this is so delicious. Just look at all that flavor in there. Trying to find the spot where there's no wrapper. I guess at the bottom. Oh, there we go. See all those bits? Oh, it's just delicious. So I've got, this was 5 tablespoons of butter, and I'm going to add in a little bit of this, maybe about a teaspoon of the garlic parmesan oil, and then whatever seasoning you prefer. The recipe I'm going to share with you is going to say Italian seasoning. So I'm just going to put about a teaspoon of that in there, and then I'm just going to I'm going to go ahead and put my cheese in. I've got some shredded Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in as well. And then I'm going to take this mixture and pour it right on top of those biscuits. Or those cut pieces of biscuits. Now I'm just going to toss all of that and get it coated on them. Ooh, it smells so good, y'all. This is going to be delicious. The pan I'm using is our mini fluted cake pan. And it's safe for the quick cooker, and it fits in the air fryer. So I will probably do these in the air fryer tonight. You will bake them at 400 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes in the regular oven. And the recipe, when I share it with you, will be the oven directions. I'm trying to put this so y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay. Get all that goodness and cheese out of there. If you like licking a bowl when you're baking something, don't use these little scrapers, y'all, because they're going to get every last drop out. Okay. Move that out of the way. And then I'm just going to kind of spread them around a little more even. Now, right before they get done, I'm going to check them. And if I think I need to, I might put a little butter on the tops as they start baking. I'm going to take this Parmesan cheese, and I've got my zester. I grated the cheese bigger for the first part of this, but now I want to just use our zester and go right over the top with some more Parmesan. So these are going to be so good. I've got my fettuccine in the 3-quart micro cooker. I'm fixing to pop that in the microwave. And then I'll get my chicken done and I'll come back on and we'll put all this together. And I'll show you what everything looks like cooked. How about that? Doesn't it look delicious? But my chicken is probably over here needing to be turned. So I will finish cooking my chicken, get my pasta done, and get the little garlic bread knots baked, and I will come back on and show you everything, so y'all stay tuned. Okay, y'all, I just took these out of the oven, and I say it all the time, but I wish we had smell-o-vision. So I'm gonna sit them over here for a minute and show you how I finish my pad thai. I'll let that pan cool just a little bit so maybe I can invert them and show you. So, if you go to restaurants and order pad thai, I just want you to trust me and order some of this pad thai seasoning. I will put it against any restaurant's pad thai that you could ask for. So all I have done so far is put in water and soy sauce. And I'm going to take another clever invention, which is our bag clip and slicer. And y'all look, it just opens that. And it's called a bag clip because if you have anything left, you can just clip that on there. But we're going to dump this entire package right in here. And all the magic is done for us in this pack. Oh, this is one of our favorite recipes. I like chicken. My husband prefers shrimp, but I didn't have any shrimp. So I'm just whisking it up to get all of that blended together. Then I am going to pour it in this pan. This is our mini whisk. We have a regular stainless whisk and we have a mini whisk. Y'all know by now from watching me, I'm a visual person, so I like to show you everything. Okay, so I'm gonna just let that, I had cut my chicken down a little bit. I'm gonna cut it back up and let it kind of boil a little. Maybe about 3 or 4 minutes. We just want it to boil and reduce just a little bit, and it kind of will thicken a little. So I'm gonna do that. I've got my pasta out of the microwave. I used a 3-quart micro cooker, and I put about a little more than maybe about a half a box of fettuccine noodles. You can use whatever. Rice noodles is typically what is served with pad thai, but I did not have any rice noodles. So we're gonna just use my fettuccine noodles. This is our pasta tongs. So I've already took them over and drained them, and they are ready to go and add into our pad thai. The only other thing that I'm going to do, you can see it's starting to bubble a little bit there now. I wish every one of you could come eat some. The last thing that I'm going to do, and this is optional, but I do, sometimes I will have eggs and crack eggs in there when I do the sauce and break it up and let the eggs cook in with this mixture. But I'm not doing any eggs tonight. Now look at that delicious sauce. So that's optional. And then another option that I am doing tonight is I've got a few roasted peanuts right here in our food chopper lid, and I'm not going to chop them to pieces. You can chop as fine or as little as you want, maybe about 5 chops, because I like some good pieces in there. But y'all see how quick that chopped those up. So look. All right, so now it is ready for you to add your noodles in. I'm going to take these pasta tongs and add in my noodles. I just didn't just dump it because I wanted to make sure I had all my water out. And there may be just a tad, so we're okay. It's hard to see with all of that. I'll put that over here. And now I'm just gonna stir that around so it gets some of all that flavor from that sauce as well. I prefer more noodles than I do the chicken or shrimp. I could just eat it without any meat, but I do try to typically put some protein instead of having all carbs, some protein in there as well. But I always make more pasta than needed so I can have some pasta for leftover for lunch the next day. And this is going to be delicious. I hope my little garlic bread has cooled enough so I can show you that. Okay, I won't keep y'all on the entire time, but it will continue to take on the color of that sauce. So I'm just going to sprinkle these nuts on the top. I may do some more. I think y'all can see that. I'm gonna cut it down to low, and then I will take you over there and let you, or us, see these. Sorry, I'm making y'all dizzy tonight. It's still warm. Out of the way. They sure do look delicious. So normally I'll take my cake tester and releaser and just go around the edges of the pan. Although with, I'm telling you, this is truly non-stick cookware. I don't think there's any need to do that, but I just do like to check it. So here we go, y'all. Let's see what we got. Now you don't have to invert it. It's gonna be hot, but I like to. Let's see how clean that pan comes out. Look at there, look at there. So we've got all of that garlic, Parmesan cheese, biscuits, nice and toasty on the bottoms too. And you can just pull it apart. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot, 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 y'all. So that is it. And I will share both of these recipes in the comments with you, and I'll take some pictures maybe and put the end when that's done and on our plate. I'm ready to dig in. So thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a great night. Bye-bye.